So we have. Oh, I'll take that. 64% discount. Oh, my God. Let's go to Fallbrook. Because we've been everywhere else. You know, once we hit Fallbrook, we can get some quests in there, hopefully. And go over here.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race. Everyone has a part to play for the greater advancement.
I ain't got a part. Life ain't a damn cereal.
You helped people survive the Monarch evacuation, did you not? Perhaps one of them will go on to unlock godhood for the human race.
Well, if they do, I hope they remember who pulled them from the jaws of raptidons.
I love that they have conversations. It's so nice. What are these particles in the air? Is it
Keep
safe
your
to
wits
breathe?
about you. This is sublight territory.
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
Nelson.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
Oh, God. This ought to be good.
Oh, I enjoy a good challenge. I'll get right to it then. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Oh, God. That's a stroke of pure brilliance.
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Make it 30% plus a sample of the goods, and you got yourself a deal. Wink.
35%? Are you out of your gourd? If I wasn't recovering from a bout of Margellans, I wouldn't stand for this. But things are what they are, so I'll agree to it. But not 0.5% more. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here. Got the goods? 'Cause I know...
punch him in the eye. Got some questions for you.
Hit me. I won't even hit back.
Punch him.
Ow! What was that for?
You told me to hit you.
You're nuttier than Miss Malin. Cripes. Remind me never to cross you. Though, you put that mean right hook to good use getting my drugs, and I'll be more than happy.
Reputation increase. That's so nice. What was I going again?
Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats. Only problem is, you're retrieving the lost...
Where should I start?
I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the waterfall. Ought to check there first. Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs for yourself.
Before I agree to this, I want some questions.
Hit me.
What do you do around here?
Officially, I keep the books for Miss Malin, provide loans to the Byzantium Goldbloods for gaming, and oversee our drug-running operations. Speaking of, might I interest you in a purchase? I'll give you a first-time discount. That's 5% off and a free drink at the ante-up. You're welcome.
Sure. Why not? Speaking of what, I might... Sure, why not?
A shrewd decision. Here's your starter pack and your drink voucher.
Lila sent me to meet with Catherine Malin.
Wow. You're either an extremely important person or slated for a slow and torturous death. I do hope it's the former. Either way, you'll find Miss Catherine Malin straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
That's all for now.
Sure it is. Wink.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
You don't look like you're walking.
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs.
To where?
I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Carry on then, weirdo.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was...
Chet?
stars, I can't remember. Days.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
Report! I can't believe I'm stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel, on the riverbank outside of town, produce 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who pays something for the teeth. Cheney.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. Guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
Okay, seriously, what's your deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Where could I find Catherine?
Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon.
Goodbye, dick. I can't steal that. Take this though. And probably these.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Nice mech.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
That sounds like a great deal.
It sure is. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office in Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch, but financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
So you're dodging the authorities.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets the eyebrow insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Nice. All I need to know.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Bye-bye. Now, I have a question for you. Do you have insurance policy against thieves? Because you might want to get yourself one. Don't look into it too much, though. It's not like I'm going to take anything from you.
Hell of a job.
Stolen items will result in a fine to be paid. What do you think you're doing? Suspicion levels reset.
Mother.
What's up?
Nyoka, please. There you go.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Lie. That's all it does. Just lie. It's bad.
You shopping for pre-owned or new?
If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
So, who's the top dog in these parts?
Town Sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
She can try. A town built into the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch is a lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
No, I think you're not telling the whole story.
It might be that you're right. But I got no reason to trust you with the truth, now do I? Maybe if you were a better friend to Sublight. Ask me again if you're standing with Sublight and proves, and I'll feel more obliged to answer.
Who's the top dog around these parts?
Town Sublight. Oh, the one.
Fine. Ooh, that's a shitty weapon. Cause guess what? It's only level 13. Okay, fine. I'll buy that one. I'll buy the plasma.
Pardon me, you're distracting the magnificent journey of my mind. I was galaxies away being ripped asunder in the depths of a black hole. What an excruciating and exquisite experience.
However you want to enjoy your vacation in Fallbrook is up to you.
Indeed. As far as leisure resorts go, I rather say this one's a tad disappointing. No matter. I shall simply enjoy a brisk swim instead. Perhaps I'll slice my heel open on a rock. Nothing like the physicality of pain to make you feel alive.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll take that.
What do you think you're doing?
What I want.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Here's Niles.
Hey, if it ain't the cleaner, how'd the disposal go? Was it messy? I hope it was messy.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Nelson Mason give me a voucher for a free drink.
This is the ante up, all right, but we don't serve drinks. Hate to break it to you, but Nelson Mason's a con man. Try Yvonne upstairs if you're looking for a swell.
Got any glacial aged whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Okay. Hey, corrosion, don't buy that.
Glad you made it out. Hope you got the bastards that hit us.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Well, the strangest thing, really. But I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
Bullshit, I have 30-something thousand. Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for free drink at the ante up.
Bagged another one, did he? The ante-up's downstairs, and they don't serve drinks. Here, have a pity swill, on me.
Thank you. So, you serve drinks at this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time to time.
This is a sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy?
Don't give a fuck.
Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by nugget of paradise you mean a piece of manti dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
I found one of your own sublight runner and hiding in a cave.
I'll presume you mean Arthur, the one you sent scurrying back like a sprat with his tail cut off? Reckon I'm happy he's alive. I'd be happier if the marauders who botched my drop were dead.
Sandra said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch?
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. But I'm guessing Arthur already told you that. Moron squeals like a sissy pig. Marauders ruined our last drop. Killed my whole delivery team. You make them pay, and I'll more than compensate you for the cost of bullets.
Need a hand for hire?
If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me.
Nice. Any tips?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Hit him where it hurts. And his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I just killed Clive.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
What if I decided to sabotage the factory?
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be. How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
I haven't dealt with him yet.
Won't pretend I'm not disappointed. Suppose I've no choice but to be patient. Maybe a handful of bits will spur you into quicker action.
I like a room.
I take it you don't have a reservation. No matter, I keep a suite of VIP rooms for visitors of your, let's call it a certain means. The VIP rooms charge by the night, but for you, I'll make it a one-time fee. Got a feeling you'll make me a fine investment.
Sure.
Marvelous. Do take care of the place. Maid service won't clean after a murder.
So about the factory.
What about it, aside from the fact...
Where can I find it?
You mean you can't just follow the stench trail or the squealing bloody murder sounds of little cysty piggies? Once you're clear of the bridge, follow the river southwest.
Okay.
Sure. Weren't no skin off my nose.
Actually, I'm a fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
I found a passcode on a corpse in Stellar Bay. I guess it was access to the extraction site?
Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her. Not me.
He was dead when I got there.
Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck-ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction.
Right. The Alta Vitae stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Remind me what that gas is exactly.
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Hold your thrusters. I ain't even got to the tricky part. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Oh, don't worry. I killed bugs dead.
Shall I inscribe that on your tombstone? Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Our resident vicar's pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. Best of luck, Fixer. How's Clive?
Something
Sure.
else. Alright, never mind. Wow, that was a lot.
Remind me never to get on Ms. Malin's bad side.
She's fine. Well, so long as you ain't on her bad side. Then she's liable to drown you in the waterfall.
Hungry? No rubbernecking.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CP factory.
Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Check the list again.
What do you know? You're on it. My mistake, customer. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
I don't think anyone has less than 46. Yeah. Oh, you could use the 46 helmet. Oh, wait. Oh, it's locked.
We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away! Now is not a good time. It's important. Try again tomorrow. Come back later. Or better yet, not at all. Come back later. Or better yet, not at all. We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away!
Oh, I
Whoa,
didn't see.
hold a moment.
Wrong question.
Come off it. I was just gonna...
I don't need a welcome.
Okay, alright.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Whoa, hold a moment. Who the...
Go
Come
on.
off.
Well, you made your point.
Okay.
No.
That's one down. That's the last of them.
God, plasma is so much better on like creatures with. Yeah, plasma is better on creatures with no armor.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
Cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Can I help you?
Jocelyn.
Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems like it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Which crew?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
I'm looking for Devil's Peak.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical.
They're part of the mountain terrain.
Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
Sounds like you had a close call.
You can say that again. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them raptidons, then marauders, and that manta queen alive. To outrun them, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, cause it was my favorite gun tote.
How you wind up in Fallbrook?
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
That's all for now.
Right then. Very well. Then I'd like... Right.
Bye. Jesus. Just took everything she owned.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Consider this your warning. Huh? What the?
Great work.
We've got a fight on our hands.
I surrender!
Don't kill me!
Don't kill me!
Well, as long as no one's fighting back, I'm not gonna shoot anyone.
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Ooh. Yeah, we're good. I'm sure this is the same thing. Okay. Interesting stuff, not really. Okay, this is gonna hurt. We're fine. So obvious. Hidden behind a waterfall. Classic.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
Max, if you're exhausted, maybe we should rest and look for the scholar later.
What? You never cease to amaze me, you know that? This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
You're gonna give up on everything you've ever believed in just for revenge?
Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. It's not too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
We're hermits. Sound kind of flimsy to me.
It's true! My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Hey, I just want to thank you for saving my life.
Saving your life? That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Exaggeration? Has the vicar told you what he did to old Lem? He's still eating through a tube last I heard.
Look, what I may or may not have done to some degenerate during a prison brawl is old news. I'd rather not discuss it.
Hey.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Never mind that. Why do you feel the need to lie about Cheney?
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
Alright, but I'm watching you. You ever lie to me again about anything, you're out.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
What was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it. As all, anything...
There's something I don't understand.
Yes?
Besides Grand Architect of the planet, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, and reason.
You locked me in scientism.
Of course I did. Let's see, how can I explain this to someone like you? Don't be ruled by your emotions, and being strong is better than being weak.
Now that's a religion I can get behind. Screw the weak.
Well, that's not quite how I'd put it. I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be. Yes?
Alright. There you go. I think we've done everything now. Well, near hostels. I'm not near hostels. Oh, Joshua and Julius.
Can I help you?
What are you doing out here?
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyway.
We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away! Come back.
So that puddle is
We got our paws full enough as it is. Go away!
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
I got some questions.
Hit me.
Got any dirt on Catherine?
Miss Catherine Malin is one tough lady. Show her a bit of backbone, and I swear she'll like you more for it. Sure it is. Wink.
Okay. I was pretty sure I got everything here. I missed a science weapon? So you can't get a science weapon unless you know where to look? Unfortunate. Oh. Research data. Early result promising, we managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a cashier name though. I told Paywell we're not calling it the sticky bits, but he refused to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are nearly frictionless. Powell and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which would be good, but their trials seem to be involved covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in gloop and launching equipment at them. I'm going to have to talk with them. Someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. Chastity used gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She